Hello everyone. If you love herbs, I don't know of anyone who does not like at least one herb, and you're new to gardening, you may have limited time and or you may have limited space, then a container herb garden may be a great option for you. In this video, I will share the basics of a container herb garden, kind of like your container herb garden 101, and why it may be a great option for those of us who love herbs but maybe at a different stage in our gardening journey right now. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's an example of a container herb garden that was put together and used as a display for a recent event. There are a total right now of 11 different varieties of herbs or different species of herbs, both leafy herbs and flowering herbs. You can see that you can have a nice container herb garden here that will give you all the different herbs that you enjoy. Some benefits of having a container herb garden is that it's easy to install, easy to maintain, easy to harvest, and it's very mobile. So if you don't like a particular spot, you can always move it to another location that is better for your container herb garden. So we can go through each one. This is marigold, garlic, lemon balm, English thyme, rosemary, sage, chive, mint, lavender, basil, and there used to be cilantro here also, but it has died already for the season. And this is green onions right here. If we counted the cilantro that has died off for the season now, there would have been 12 different species of herbs. So you can see that you can pack in a lot of different herbs in here. There's still some space there that you could put maybe a few more different species of herbs. Of course, if you love, for example, rosemary, you can put in more rosemary here. Same thing with basil. If you like more basil, you can put more basils in here. So it just depends on your taste, and there's just different options that you can choose from, and it makes for a very beautiful display right here. And it's nice to have some flowering herbs because they add a nice design feature, and then also it just makes the garden, your container herb garden, pop instead of just seeing green, and it makes it fun. It makes you probably notice it more, and you might want to come and tend to it more. The container should be at least 1 foot tall and wide. The reason for that is so that the container is not going to dry out too quickly. Now you can use a container that is smaller than the dimension mentioned, but you may have to water it more often. Now this container gets watered in, I would say once every week or even once every 2 weeks. So just be mindful of that when choosing a container. And here is something else. By having the herbs planted close together, they also help to protect one another, to help provide moisture, just creating that microclimate. So by doing all of that, it helps to make the soil less likely to dry out faster as well. So container size and having the herbs planted closer together like this both help with water retention or moisture retention. So this is organic soil. If you had to choose, I would use potting soil that is organic. So choose an organic soil or organic brand that has the OMRI listed seal. Based on my experience here, herbs can do well with limited nutrients, but if you want to fertilize and get your herbs to grow a lot faster, a lot bushier, a lot more lush, you can use a granule fertilizer or liquid fertilizer, but the liquid may work better. I would say once every month or once every 1.5 months. A good location for your container herb garden would be somewhere outside that is close to your kitchen. That could be your back porch or your front porch. So somewhere where you can see it, where you can get out there more often, so it'll be easy for you to care for it, to maintain it, to harvest from it, and all the things that you need to do to make your container herb garden successful and fun for yourself. Now, I know that you will see plant tags to say grow mint or basil in full sun. Now, if you live in the north, full sun might not be as hot than if you were to be in full sun in the south, which is where I am, because our back porch gets so much sun. There are not any trees to provide shade or anything like that. There's only an umbrella out there to provide shade. I would say if you live up north, full sun is probably going to be ideal for you. But if you live in the south, I would say part sun would be ideal. That is, morning sun and afternoon shade would be the most ideal. And as mentioned, it is very mobile. So right now it's in the spring. We are getting morning sun. So later on in the summer, when this area might get a lot more heat, this container is easily transportable to a different location that will provide more protection from our summer heat over here. Growing herbs and growing herbs in container is going to make you very successful. You're gonna feel at the end of the season like you got this, like you can actually go out and do more gardening. The reason why is that most herbs are so easy to grow. All right, so if you look at all the different herbs in this container, all of them are easy to grow. I would say the ones that are not, maybe lavender and rosemary. And this is based on my experience in my growing condition here. Yours may be different. You might have an easier time growing them, but these two are the most challenging herbs for me. It happens that these are growing really well, but I have killed many before. I will say this, please no planting in the ground for all mint family herbs, because they are going to spread on you and you're going to have a lot of regrets later, because I have done that and it took me 2 years to get rid of a patch of mint. It's just one container. It doesn't take up too much space. So all you need is a 1 foot wide and tall container. And the extra height you're going to have is literally from the height of your tallest plants. You can always prune them back. You can harvest more often to get the size down. I would say the total width would be 14 to 15 inches, depending on the size of your water catch tray, the tray that you would use to prevent from you having water stain on your hard surface. So I would say that's it. So by having one container, you can see that it could save you a lot of time. You're just going to be watering one container fertilizing one container, harvesting from one container, cutting back or pruning from one container. So it makes it a lot more convenient. As you saw, if you love herbs and if you're new to gardening, you have limited time and or space, then having a container herb garden may be a great option for you. So with that, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And until the next video, take care and bye for now. Well, thank you again for watching the video. If you would like to support my channel, please subscribe and watch some of the other videos. The video links are up above for you. So with that, thank you so much in advance. Take care and bye for now.